Saint fan, okay? Saint's power is omnipotent. I'm a big Saint, you know, freaking say stan or whatever you call it. Like, I'm not going to hide the fact. I effing loved this episode. There's two things, though, that I'm going to say right at the front that make this episode short of just, like, incredible. The first thing is, first and foremost, I got to put this energy out there of, like, how did Say fall from, like, a bridge and just be okay with, like, little scrapes and bumps, you know? I imagine that homegirl would have broken a leg, got concussed, something, but she basically just went and then took a potion and went, all right, I'm good. I know she's a saint. I know she's built a bit different, but she's still pretty fragile outside of like her, like, you know, OP powers. You know what I mean? So I don't for a moment think that if she did fall from like a significant height, mind you, if you fall from like more than 2 floors, your legs are like broke. Like it's almost impossible. Like, obviously, if you're trained and you do it often, you know, there's a chance that you can land just right, you know, on purpose. But, like, falling from that kind of height, and I'm assuming she fell from more than 2 floors, at least, if she wasn't able to see the top. She must have fallen a pretty decent amount. Like, legs gotta be broke at that point. You know what I mean? Like, at least, like, something. Now, for a second, I don't doubt that she'd be able to self-heal or heal herself if she came to of some way, shape, or form. I don't doubt that. I just, like, I kind of scoffed a little bit. You know, kind of had that eye-rolly moment as, like, when she just, like, was totally fine and was just able to take a potion and just, you know, giddy up. I was like, okay. So that's the first kind of, like, nah, that's the one part of the episode I was like, nah, I don't know about that specific part. Second piece was her reuniting with Captain Hawk or Commander Hawk. Her reuniting with him. Yeah, they did hug and they did have like this touchy feeling, emotional moment that the brigade that Hawk's group was able to see along with our crazy wizard. Cool moment. Maybe a kiss, you know what I mean? Like, they could have lost each other 2 ways forever. Hawk did go in for the hug, you know, stuff. So I'm glad that they had a little intimacy, a little bit, I guess you could say, if a hug's considered intimate. But I would have loved to see, like, just like, you know, shit, I could have never seen you again type kiss or something, you know, just something, just a little bit more. Just, they don't have to go, like, crazy, just a little peck, a little, like, a little more passion, a little more energy, you know what I mean? Like, that would have just kind of sealed the deal. I guess, you know, if I want to go for a third thing is I was initially disappointed when they just, like, there was Pumbaa, right? You know, we had, you know, they cleared all the Timons, and then there was a Pumbaa at the end. And this thing was formidable. They were like, yo, dog, this is the one. Like, this is going to crush us. And they came across Pumbaa, and she went, da, 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 and it just went, like, you know, gone. And I was like, well, okay, I guess we're done here. And I'm not saying that, you know, they eventually got to the life-threatening dragon fight that they teased at the beginning, which, again, a little bit lackluster, but, you know, they got there. But I was a little bit disappointed at the Pumbaa fight because, like, they hyped up, like, hey, this big boar monster is a formidable foe. And they kind of just prayed and tanked it. And I was like, okay, damn, okay, I guess then. So that was a little bit, you know, but overall the episode was awesome. You know, I like how, like, when she was down and she got lost, I like how she self-defeated immediately. She's like, started thinking the worst. Like 10 minutes in, she's like, what if I never see them again? Like, what if I never get out of here? What if they don't save me? I was like, yo, girl, it's been like 15 minutes, all right? You know what I mean? It's been like 25 minutes. Like, you gonna be all right. Like, you know, like, keep walking. Like, you know, and she found a breeze, you know, she was chill. But, like, she immediately was like, you know, just like down the down. She was like, yo, I'm hungry, and I'm not, like, what if I don't see it? Like, I was like, yo, okay, girl, like, yo, chill, girl, you gonna be all right. So that was a moment too. That was like, that it was. I found it funny, but it wasn't very good. But it was a funny moment that I did thoroughly enjoy. The wizard this episode, I did thoroughly enjoy him as well too. I love the banter he has with Sei, even though it's Sei's internal monologue dialogue versus his external dialogue. I like how those match up. Those are really funny. I really did enjoy that quite a bit too. And then obviously the big dragon fight, which a little lackluster, but really, really good. But like a little bit more out of it. But you know, at the end of the day, this show isn't about these action Sakuga packed moments. And for FYI, because I know a lot of people ask me in the past, Sakuga is those moments where an anime decides to have an action moment and they put all that budget in for this really large moment. Basically, it's supposed to be their showpiece of a show. Just want to throw that out there. A lot of people, when I say that, they go, what the hell is that? And I guess it's not a term that's commonly used. If I don't even know, if you're on Reddit or Twitter or something, I guess you probably see it a lot. But it's something that I've seen and heard quite often. Anyways, I digress. But this fight was, obviously it's not like this huge action-packed fight, but it was a pretty dastardly foe, a big dragon. And I like how Sei busted out the reflect. She used her Pokemon move reflect on it. And then I like how ultimately what ended up saving her ass was the pendant that Commander had there that did have protection properties and had a little bit of his magic imbued in it. It's kind of why it's the same color as his eyes and stuff. And the magic that's imbued on it was a big ass ice wall, which did come in and protect her. Like she could have died. So that was a legit stake in that moment. Like girl could have died. But our boy Commander Hawk was there for her via the pendant. And then he actually did step in, not wanting to lose his girl. He already saw her almost slip out of her hand or his hands. So he did come in and he saved her. Once again, he fought off the dragon. Bro, had that Goku moment. Wizard got pummeled, but he came back with a little fire move. All of that stuff was really, really good. And then at the end of the episode, we saw the purification. We kind of saw the ends of it. We saw her purifying power, go Super Saiyan. All really, really, really good moments. So very excited to see where the last couple of episodes go this season. As now essentially, this episode called the final act, her job is at this moment, her job's done. So really looking forward to seeing the last couple episodes where that goes. And then I'm really looking forward to rewatching this once again when it fully gets dubbed. I watched the first episode with my wife when it came out, and I was like, yo, this, I had to let her know up front too. I was like, yo, the season's a little slower. It's a little bit more boring than the first season. There's a lot less there's a lot of underlying romantic subtext between all the different gentlemen in the first season. This one's a little more, it's a lot, not even a little more, it's a lot more tame this season. I had to kind of let her know up front. But I will say the dubbed experience tends to be a little bit better, as you don't have to be glued to the screen reading, of course, unless you understand Japanese, and then therefore I'm jealous of you bastards. Okay, that's it though. That's all I have to say. It's a fantastic episode. Really enjoyed it. Again, not without its flaws, actually riddled with flaws, but still, at the end of it, I fucking loved it. So it was awesome. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. Drop the F-bomb at the end of the video. I didn't even think about that. YouTube, don't take it out on me. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 10. What's going to happen after the final act is already done. All right, peace out.